Hi, everybody. So, I am sitting in Union Station in LA, getting ready to board a train to visit my family after seeing Kyle Cease evolving out loud at the Dolby. And I can't even put into words what I've been feeling since I saw him. I'm in so much pain right now. So much is coming up for me that I never even expected. But, like Kyle says, why should you expect anything? If you expect anything, then you know how the rest of your life is going to go. But I'm sitting here in total surprise because I did Kyle Cease's flow group, which was 3 days of 10 hours a day intensive work with him personally, right? Like a 3-day retreat with him. And just going deep into all your shit and digging it up and letting it go and making space for who you really are to come through. And so I thought that this 2 days at the Dolby with him, just seeing him live, was going to be like a breeze. Like, I've already done my work, nothing's going to come up. There's just as much coming up right now for me as when I did that flow group with him. I've been just crying for like 2 days. And it just reminds me to be patient with myself, which is a really, really hard thing for me to do. And, it's just like another layer is coming up for me. So what I wanted to share what's coming up because I want to be really honest and with myself and with everyone else too, because one of the things I've decided is that I'm no longer going to be hiding behind who I think people should see, the truth that I'm ready to release, and the truth I'm ready to own up to, and the truth I'm not ready to own up to. So the truth is that I have been waiting for somebody else's permission for me to be great. And I really realized that today, because in Flow Group, I really felt seen and heard every moment of every day of those 3 days. And I got permission to be my great self. Everyone in that room gives you permission to be your great self. But the person that I am not getting permission from is me and my old story. So, wow. I realized, because I feel like, I know after Flow Group, I know what I want to do. I feel like I'm ready, but now I'm realizing that there's something holding me back that's deeper down than I even realized. And so it's me that needs to give myself a break, and it's me that needs to be willing to step into my greatness. And part of the reason that I'm not willing to step into my greatness, or that I wasn't, or that I'm realizing now, is because I am hiding. I'm hiding the part of myself that I'm afraid for certain people to see. One of them is my professional life. I'm trying so hard to keep my dental professional life and my personal, leaving my marriage after 32 years, starting over in my 50s, unearthing like all these fears, sitting in pain, sitting in fears, all this stuff. I'm trying to keep that separate from them. So I decided not to do that. And I want to just mesh my website, A Heart-Based Life, which goes through where I'm really super honest and raw about admitting that I was in an emotionally abusive relationship, but not blaming anyone, because I'm really unearthing the fact that I asked for it to be in my life. And that might sound funny to some people, but I did ask for it because it's what I needed to learn from my childhood, how to set boundaries and how to stand up for myself. And, I tell everyone, the man that I was married to was my greatest teacher in the world. So I was trying to hide all that because I talk about emotional and verbal abuse, and I talk about alcoholism in my family. And I'm like, oh, I can't let my professional dental world see this. And a couple of weeks ago when I was with a new employer, he asked me something, and I just felt every cell in my body just said, tell him everything. So I did. And it led to a great 20-minute conversation. And I realized other people in every walks of life, in every field, have the same issues of trying to follow their intuition, trying to make decisions that are aligned for themselves and heart-based decisions for themselves, and do what their heart is telling them to do, and not what other people expect from them. So I'm coming out of hiding, and part of doing that is being honest with myself. And during this Kyle Cease Evolving Out Loud, I'll be honest with you here. Oh, whew, this is going to be hard. During that 3-day event, I was so seen and heard by him. And this was the first time I have been in his presence without his full attention. Okay, this is like so embarrassing but true. So it was difficult for me to sit in a room with 3,000 other people in his presence and not be seen by him. So this really showed me, awakened me to the need that still remains for me to be seen and heard by someone else outside of me, and for me to be validated by someone else outside of me, and that I'm still on my way to getting that totally from myself and loving myself and not feeling competition with other people to be at a certain point. And that's the other thing I started feeling is after Flow Group, I thought this was going to be a breeze, like I said, and it turns out I wish I was farther along than I am. I think I should be farther along. This stuff shouldn't be coming up right now or something. And so it's a lesson in acceptance, and accepting myself exactly where I am right now, and having patience with myself. I mean, frick, it's going to take longer than 2.5 years to get over a 32-year marriage. So, and learn how to be myself for the very first time. So I'm in a lot of pain right now, and sitting through it and knowing that, Kyle said yesterday, he's like, isn't it a wonderful thing to be so sad and realize how much that you've lost in your life, and realize how much of your life that you've put off until now? And isn't it wonderful to feel all those negative feelings, but all negative isn't the right word, all those intense feelings? Isn't it wonderful to feel sad? Isn't it wonderful to feel angry? Isn't it wonderful to feel loss? Isn't it wonderful to feel heartbreak and know what's waiting on the other side? Because all this sadness and all this pain right now that I'm in are here to be released, and they want to be seen and heard just like I want to be seen and heard. So I want myself to see and hear all of it. I want to see all my pain, all my sorrow, all my sadness, and I want to allow myself to see myself. So, wow, there was some kind of sense of abandonment that was coming up with that too, which is a wonderful thing, right? Because I always thought when I was growing up, and with the man I was married to, that if I spoke, they would leave. If I said what I thought, if I said what was on my mind, it would make people angry and they would leave, because that's what did happen. So now I'm coming out of hiding, and I am saying who I am to whoever I am around, and I am saying what I think, and I am hoping that the people around me fall away that don't need to be with me. So, you know what? I was going to do this on a Facebook Live, and I was afraid to, and I wish I had. So I'll post this, and next time I'm doing a frickin' Facebook Live, because I'm not hiding anymore. I don't even want to hide from Facebook Live. Wow. I am really going to own my shit. And I want everybody to follow me to owning their shit too. I want everybody to feel the power that they have in themselves when they step in their truth. What is your truth? What is your truth? What are you hiding from? Leave a comment. Sign up for my video YouTube channel right here. Leave a comment, and go to my website, heartbasedlife.com, and read my posts about how I'm figuring all this out and how I'm allowing myself to sit in the space. And I'd love to hear your story too. All right, this is Lorna. See you guys next time. Bye.